Businesses everywhere are riding the vibe coding wave. They're also using the best available models for other tasks as well, which is not always the wisest move because sometimes the best is overkill for a given task. For businesses, using AI has surely led to efficiencies and innovations for many users, but at a cost. A financial cost, that is. Tokens are not free in AI. A common pricing metric for tokens is price per million tokens, that is. Something business owners need to be wise to is that companies like OpenAI and Anthropic, which provide the popular Codex and Claude Code tools, have a long way to go to profitability. As such, a growing revenue stream for these companies is charging for token usage of AI tools. A large part of what determines a user's price of token usage is what model the user has selected for a task. So Claude Fable, for instance, is a high-tier model for Claude. The general rule of thumb is that the lower power the AI model, the less cost per million tokens. For businesses, the right AI strategy should involve a hierarchy of AI models for task delegation. What that means is that the more tokens you are burning through, the more money these companies are making. That, in turn, means that it is very much in these companies' favor for users to burn through tokens, so long as the mounting costs do not lead to customer churn for the AI company. That's not to say that this is what these companies are actually encouraging, since they do, after all, offer access to lower tier models in addition to their best available model. In fact, looking through the models available on Claude, you will see general recommendations for what to use each model for, such as quick answers, everyday tasks, complex tasks, and the quote-unquote toughest challenges. All the same, there will still be the temptation among users to just use the higher powered models and pretty much never use the lower tier models. Consumer Psychology 101 is that people will even, against reason, choose the best over the rest, even if the rest is perfectly fine to use. So of course you can extend this to even the lowest tier model available to use in Claude or ChatGPT. Sometimes it really is the best for the task. Or even if it's not the best for the task, it is perfectly fine. Because the reality is that for certain tasks, the best AI model will not even give a better response than the lowest tier available model, or an only marginally better response. So basically you would be spending more tokens to get basically the same result. So choosing the mini model over the pro model can pay off. I'll go into a few use cases for setting up a hierarchy for task delegation among AI models. Rewriting content, grammar, spelling, punctuation checks, as well as modifying tone and structure can all be handled by lower tier models. Summarizing data. Try to keep the inputs passages short or moderately sized to ensure quality summaries. This can also be a great way to prepare data to context engineer a higher model, because if you give short summaries of longer content, then the higher model will not spend as many tokens understanding the context. Information extraction. Giving an AI model a document so that it can extract certain kinds of information is something that low-tier AI models are perfectly fine to do. They're proficient in this. You can just give the document to the lowest tier AI model and say, find instances of this kind of data. Explaining code. Generative AI has always had strengths in coding, but if you're not building a sophisticated app or instead just chatting about code and interpreting code, then a low-tier model can be perfectly adequate here. In the shipping industry, there are several daily tasks that are more than fit for smaller models. Drafting delivery notifications and delay explanations are simple and straightforward tasks that you do not need to go to the highest tier model to do. The state-of-the-art model would be wasting compute on a task like that. Other uses include creating summaries of shipments and filling in forms. Again, you don't need to use as many tokens on these. Use the lower model. Those are just a few examples of tasks within the shipping industry that are repetitive and readily predictable and do not require much reasoning. So, save your tokens here and let the lower models put the real work in. If you're using ChatGPT when it was first released to the public, think of all the tasks that it was able to do back then. It could perform basic rewrites, classification, explanations, definitions, information extraction from documents. Even the lowest models available today to the average Claude user are stronger than those initial models that we had in 2022, 2023. Those were already proficient at those basic tasks. So what you have available today, even if it looks like the lowest model, is still way ahead of where we were just 3 or 4 years ago. If your business needs help strategizing how to spend less tokens on your AI integration, reach out to Guardian Owl Digital. Follow GoAI, subscribe to our Substack, our YouTube channel, follow us on socials for more information about AI in business.